I'm not in Kansas anymore. I'm going back to Indiana. No, I'm going back to Cali. Nah, I don't think so. Kansas City, Missouri, here I come. Right now I'm just having lunch at Whole Foods in Kansas City. Out here on the outdoor terrace out here. I don't know of another Whole Foods where you can sit outside and eat and see the city. That's promised land material right there. I thought these were remains from something, from a castle or something. Let's go see what Just Off Broadway Theater has to offer. Linda's showing me around.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
It's a little warm in here.
Yeah. Yeah. KC Melting Pot Theater. This their productions. There's a reading tonight. It's the last reading of the season, and I'm gonna come. Yeah. This is some really good stuff. Can you see my face up there? I can.
And stories and who does work and just to kind of get that out there and to challenge those ideas about who can tell stories and who's a valid knowledge teller and producer.
Well, I'll be. I was just wondering, and I came in, I sat down for a reading. I got some cards, some names, I made some connections, and this is not the last time Just Off Broadway Theater will hear from me. So I'm just taking a walk in a lovely neighborhood in Kansas City. It's not every day that you just walk down the street and you see a Pillsbury Doughboy in the window. But in Kansas City you will. Yes. 4939 Ward Parkway. To see the Pillsbury Doughboy. I really want to go up those stairs to kind of get a better picture. But I don't want to be rude. I don't know if anybody lives here. For you guys, I'm gonna do it so you can get a better look. So there it is. Hey, how you doing? I always wanted to go to Bethlehem, and now I'm here. I'm at the Bethlehem restaurant in Blue Springs. They serve some great Middle Eastern food, and I love Middle Eastern food. This is my kind of meal. I really like lamb. I absolutely love hummus. And pita bread, the best. This has been some of the most authentic Middle Eastern food I've ever had. So good. I am at Luce Park. It's early Friday evening. As you can see, the weather is nice and brisk. It's a beautiful evening. You can see that this is a very nice park. My afro is kind of in a way. It's pretty popular. A lot of people are out tonight. But this is a nice bridge that I'm standing on. And you can also see the nice waterfall behind me. The beautiful fall leaves. A few of the parks in Kansas City would include Mill Creek Park, which is on the plaza. Roanoke is a pretty cool park. The Kaufman Legacy Park is very nice. You'll find some cool things in a park like, let's say, a rowboat. This is Lewis Park, and if you want to walk 1.4 miles, this is the perfect place to do it. And let's not forget Swope Park, which is across from the zoo. There are many more, but those are just a few that I've been to. If you're ever out this way, stop by. I just wanted to share why it's so important to do the things you want to do when you can do them, because I have been doing video clips of this park because I think it's such a nice park, and I did a video clip by that fountain behind my left shoulder, and I had taken some pictures in the garden around the fountain, and then when I went to my car I looked over the fountain and I said, wow, that's a good picture, but I'm ready to go, so I will come back another day and take the picture. But as you can see, there's no water coming out of the fountain, so like I'll probably get to take the picture another day. But that's just why it's so important to just seize the moment, because I do have two, so I'm fine. But when I came back today to get my picture, no water coming from the fountain, so it doesn't quite look the same. It doesn't give off the same appeal. But always taking away something good from a situation, no matter what. It was pretty cool to come out here and see the people posing. They just got married. Hi, it's Tonia Johnson reporting live from across the street of Lewis Park, the Glass House, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to apologize. It's a beautiful day, but it's a windy day, so I don't know if you're going to hear me very well. I just wanted to do a brief introduction of the Glass House. Well, one day I was leaving the Lewis Park and there were trees being planted out front, and I thought that they were finishing up a center, so I looked at it and I went over there and people were out front, and I asked them what center it was going to be. And as I looked closer, I thought, is this a house? And they told me yes. And so I said, really, what a nice house. Who built this house? And when was this house built? Oh, a couple of years ago. Who built this house? And as the man was answering all my questions, I just asked him, are you the owner? And he said, yes. And I said, well, you have a nice house. And then he said, thank you. And I said, it's okay. Guess who's coming to dinner? Yeah. So I thought to myself, should I record this house? And I thought, yeah, why not? I hope they don't mind their house being on video, because I know I'm on their videos. A house like that, I know they have a lot of cameras. But anyway, I like houses and I like interior decorating and I like the outdoors and I like, you know, videotaping. So I thought, as a photographer and as a videographer, you try to wait for that perfect moment where the sun's not shining too bright, where the wind is not blowing too much. But you know what? I thought sometimes you just gotta seize the moment. So I said, I'm recording. And I wanted to inspire you. Why? Because no matter how big your dreams are, no matter how small they are, go for it. You never know what's gonna come of it. So I would say this is the conclusion of the Lewis Park edition. If you ever want to see the house, feel free to come by and take a look. I think it's beautiful. But that's all for now. Back to you, Bob. I am at the Boulevard Brewing Company. I don't drink beer, but I don't see why that should hinder my Kansas City experience. This place is really lit up at night. You can see it from across town. I have a tour in 30 minutes. I look forward to telling you all about it. Cool Tour. They offer military discounts and free tours on Wednesday. And at the end of your tour, they offer you free beer. So yes, I tried it. The Berry Ale. Wow, that beer really had an impact on my glasses. I guess I'm just a wine, kombucha, coffee kind of girl. Speaking of coffee, I have one other place to take you. Just kidding. Right now, I'm at the Roastery in the Crossroads District. This is one of the oldest cafes in Kansas City, sometimes pronounced Roastery or Rotisserie, believe it or not. I have seen that plane from the highway so many times, and I told myself, one day I'm gonna stop by there. And today is my blessed day. They offer cupping classes on Thursdays at 5 o'clock for free, but you have to register online. So this is not your average coffee shop. But you know what? I'm still queen of Starbucks. You know, I just can't be switching. You know, I gotta remember my roots. I can't just be jumping ship like that, you know. But this is a very nice coffee shop. Very nice. Very nice. I was thinking about just changing my name to, you know, my title to Queen of Coffee, but I'm not a coffee expert. There's a special story that goes along with me becoming the Starbucks queen. And you know what? I'm just gonna have to share that with you one day. So this is where they have the cupping classes, I'm guessing. Yes. This is really nice when you can like really see what's really going on. This is almost like the Boulevard Brewery tour. So, wow. I hope that you're able to stop by and drink it up. Today is a beautiful day to go to the zoo. Of course we're going to Africa. Why wouldn't I take you? They must be well trained because I know they can jump over this little fence. Selfie time. I had a wonderful day at the zoo. And from this view, you can see all kind of animals. I'll be sure to come again. If you haven't been, I highly recommend you come. Oh, hi. Today, I am keeping with my promise. Everything with a tag must be worn. When I first saw this dress, I thought, wow, that's different. But then I looked a little closer. Come closer. I saw that it was 20% off and then 50% off. And I said yes to the dress. And that was 2.5 years ago. And today, I still say, yes, honey. Right now, I am at the Crossroads District in Kansas City, at the Webster House. Would you look at this beautiful building? Fun fact, back in 1886, this was open to a public school. And in 2002, it was open to the Webster House. So if you want some fine dining and some good shopping, come here. I only went in to use the bathroom, and I came out with these sunglasses. Right now I'm at the Union Station, right in front of the famous dinosaur. Over that way you got a little waterfall that people take lots of pictures by. And then you have the beautiful Union Station itself. To my right over my shoulder is where the Kansas City streetcar comes, and I'm gonna catch a ride when it pulls up. That's right, I'm just making friends on the Kansas City Ride KC. What's up? What y'all doing? Where y'all going? Oh, okay. I'm going to the city market. So I made it to the Kansas City Market. Yes, this is actually where it first began for me a long time ago. The second time I was stationed at Whiteman Air Force Base, I did come here on a volunteer assignment to work at a booth to collect vegetables and fruit for World Harvesters, which is a big organization to help feed the homeless and the hungry. Yes, and I was right over there. I knew really not much at all about Kansas City because the first time I was here, I basically just knew my brother's house and if I ever went anywhere with them. And then over there is some shops that I shopped at. Yes, and this time around I've like eaten at some of these restaurants around here. This place has been here for 6 years. I've never noticed it since I went to New Orleans. This is the first time. I got me some beignets. Now I'm going to the coffee shop. See, traveling opens your eyes to a lot of things that could be right in front of your face. The beignets are pretty good. And the coffee is really good here. This is called the City Market Coffee Roasters. I like going to different coffee shops to study. You know, I have some homework, so I like to get out and about, you know, be around people. Today is Saturday, September 22nd, and I am on the plaza by the Plaza Fountain. So that is a popular Plaza Fountain. A lot is going on today, and that's why it's so popular, because people from all over come here and take pictures by the fountain. And down that street is a lot of shopping, a lot of eatery, and then down this street is the Nelson Atkins Museum. It's a very popular museum in Kansas City. I'll take you by there one day too. So I'm just gonna walk along the plaza and have a little fun. So this is the 87th annual Plaza Art Fair. And I've been in Kansas City 4 of those 87 years. The Classic Cup Sidewalk Cafe is an awesome place to eat on the plaza. It's one of the very first restaurants I've ever eaten at, and they serve a very good omelet. Today's a good day to be at the plaza. There's a lot of festivities going on today. A lot of booths are here. It's like jam-packed. A lot of stuff going on. Some raffles and some drawings. See, more stuff down there. Food booths. It's a good place to be. Last, but certainly not least, is the Cheesecake Factory. Now, Kansas City is also very known for its barbecue. I've been to Gates, and they're very good. And I've been to one other barbecue place in Branson, but that's just because I had a voucher. Needless to say, I'm not very big on barbecue. However, I am huge on cheesecake. And the Cheesecake Factory on the plaza is one of the very best cheesecake factories that I've been to. This is the Nelson Atkins. I just think it looks great at night. And now we're gonna go inside. This is the African art exhibit. I think it's very nice. And there's lots to learn. This is a powerful piece of a king sitting on his throne. Happy Veterans Day to all my veterans. It is November 11th. It just hit me today, 11/11. You never have to worry about wondering what day Veterans Day is going to be. It's always 11/11. Anyway, just want to share. I had a good day. I had a little bit of a late start, but it was also the 20th anniversary of Church of the Harvest. So I went to that celebration today in Olathe. Then I went to Chipotle and I got buy one, get one. Then I went to Applebee's and now I'm at Buffalo Wild Wings. And it's almost midnight. I've been taking pictures for quite a while, you know, and it's just kind of like, for the first time, I just feel like I'm altogether a queen, it's just like, it took a lifetime for me to get to this point, you know what I'm saying? And so I thought right here, one day I was just driving past, I thought this would be a beautiful setting for a picture Cause it's like, you know, I kind of like the rugged, you know, like you can just find beauty anywhere, you know, and to find some beauty in such rough terrain, like right across from that beautiful water fountain. And that's just the thing, Kansas City is the city of fountains. Like it has more fountains than any other city other than Rome. And so I am so happy, you know, that I'm finally realizing I'm a queen. You know, like last year I was saying like that would be the last picture because it was like over a 20-year period. When I started taking pictures, you know, I didn't think like, hey, I'm gonna do this every year. But after they start adding up, it was kind of like, you know, I might do this every 2 years or something, right? And so I started, I'm sure it was because I had a free photo or something. And so I started taking the pictures. The first one was with my sister, and then, you know, then it was with both my sisters, and then it was with my friends and my parents and then my brothers, you know. So it just became a thing. But then when I went to Germany, I think from that point forward, I had just started taking pictures by myself every time I went, you know. And so it wasn't until just recently that I started realizing just how much of a queen I am, you know. You know, I gotta cherish these memories now, you know. So, you know, I think I'm gonna take one more picture. I don't know how it's gonna work, honey, because from the street, this looked like an ideal place, but I don't know, with all these bushes, I don't know how that's gonna work. But anyway, yeah, so I am thinking about taking one more picture to culminate, you know, my queenship, you know. I think culmination is the right word, like culmination of photos, you know. Let me look that word up. Culmination.
Here's the definition of culmination.
Let's see.
The highest or climactic point of something, especially as attained after a long time.
Oh yes, honey. It's been a long time coming, but now I know I'm a queen. So, you know, I have to get into the place to see, like, did I want the picture like crossing my legs like this, you know, with that in the background? Did I want to sit on the bench by itself? Like, you know, I try to have symbolic stuff too, you know, like, I don't know how this gonna work. Like, should I sit like this, you know? I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna do it because it's the culmination of my queenship. Yes, honey. I was thinking about the fountains over there, but I wanted something so unique, you know? Let me see how this works. Let me see. I just wanted something that, you know, you just would not imagine, you know? So this might work, honey. Hey, say cheese for the camera. Say cheese for the queen. So anyway, I won this queen for a day, and I was just thinking, honey, queen for a day? How about queen every day? Every day a queen. If I did write a book, I think that's what I would call it. Every day a queen. Because people need to know that they're queens. You know what I mean? So, and people need to know that they're kings, you know? Today, you know, it's the countdown. In 2 days, I'm not going to be in my 30s anymore. But praise God, I'm going to be in my 40s. Oh, gosh. Gonna have to say bye to my 30s. I am back, and I'm about to take my picture. The last picture in my 30s. My last coffee in my 30s. It was the early birthday gift. My first coffee in my 40s. You know, how you leave is how you enter. I left my 30s with a coffee, and I'm entering my 40s with a coffee. Off to a great start. I'm in Petals Incorporated. So, do you remember what I came here for last time?
Let me think.
I'm putting you on a spot.
Let me think.
It's been a long time.
It's the queen, right?
Oh my gosh, how did you remember?
I remember you.
That is awesome. And I didn't notice that mirror right there, so I could do this and I could see you like this. Okay, Okay, so can you guess? Since you're so good at this, can you imagine what would I want on the whole wall?
I'm thinking maybe, are you wanting queen bee? Or are
No,
you doing
not a queen
maybe-
bee type of girl, but thank
maybe-
you. Good try, good
Do
try.
the whole king and prince?
When I get married, yes, she's smart. Two out of two is not
I'm trying to
bad.
connect all of them. I
So-
don't know. What are you wanting to do?
Well, let me tell you this story though, because it's so crazy how it came to be. See, like I never had cable, like maybe for a little short period. So now I have DirecTV. So like it's like I'm catching up on all the people I never heard about, all the famous people, all the little reality shows I never watched. So I'm like watching stuff like YouTube and stuff all the time, right? And so I was actually watching Tony, what is it? The Braxton Family Values,
Oh, yeah.
right? And so Tony Braxton had on her wall some of these little blocks. She actually had the queen chess piece. Now, would you know my dad used to play chess, right? I'm a checkers kind of girl. So I bought this chess piece on my first deployment when I was in the military. And I got this chess board. People are like, do you play chess? I'm like, no. But then my father plays chess and I bought him a chess board. But when she had that chess piece, the queen chess piece, honey, I said, let me go back to petals and potpourri. I'm getting that queen chess piece, honey. And so that's why I am here.
Yay.
And if it wasn't for reality TV, thank you, Tony Braxton. I wouldn't even notice it.
Yeah.
Now, when I get married, I'm going to come back for the king. I'm going to let him pay for that.
There you go, yeah.
But today I'm getting a queen chess piece because it goes back to my deployments, my father, it goes back to the chessboard. So yes.
Perfect.
But you're awesome. What's your name?
Holly.
Holly, you're awesome. Do you want to say
Thank you.
something? No.
Susan.
Susan, you want to say something? Susan, like, y'all crazy. Well, thank you, Holly.
Anytime.
All right. Right now I'm at the 18th and Vine District at the Call. This is one of the oldest black-owned newspapers, and I'm going to take you down here. We're going to go to the Negro League Baseball Museum and the Jazz Museum. This is the museum at 18th and Vine, the Negro League Baseball Museum and the Jazz Museum. Those museums are so awesome.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the American Jazz Museum on 18th and Vine. And directly behind me, we'd like to show you one of the museums, the Negro League Baseball Museum, right here on 18th and Vine. Also, we have next to me is the Horace Peterson's Visitor Center, which tells you the history of 18th and Vine. And in the right, we have the American Jazz Museum, which also have a wonderful gift shop. So feel free as you visit the museums, visit both museums and have a beautiful day.
I've come here a couple of times for the fried chicken, the Bayou on the Vine. Behind me is the Gym Theater, where black folks used to dress up and come see a movie for just 25 cents. This concludes my Kansas City tour, and I've saved the best for last. We are now at the 18th and Vine Historic District. Why do I say this is the best? Because this district is about my people. Not just in sports, not just in music, but in life. And it's so important for you to know your heritage, your background, your roots. When I'm here, it just feels right. And I've shared Kansas City with you, just a snippet. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I hope this has inspired you to go out and see more. I came across beautiful. I met her in the parking lot of Lowe's. Isn't she beautiful? That's what I call her. She was just sitting by my car all by herself. I couldn't just leave her there in the dark, all alone. So I opened my door. She climbed right in. I came home. She walked right in. She's been sitting next to me ever since. Now tomorrow I will go to Lowe's to see if anyone has inquired about the cat. And then I'll take her to the veterinarian to see if she needs anything. And then I'll go from there. I don't know what it is with her and my feet, but she really likes being by my feet. She'll just lick my toes, nibble my toes, sleep on my feet, just sit on my feet. It's been over a year since my cat was taken away from me. And I'm finally getting rid of her cat food. I'm going to release her. But I do not think she ran away. I think some evil person took her. But I have to release her. I have to move on. But I'll always love Beautiful. She'll always have a special place in my heart. See you next time. Yeah, my car wouldn't have made it up this hill. Something just walking up the hill, much less driving. I'm just praying because I have an appointment in 20 minutes. It just takes time, people. We're almost there. Like we got a couple of inches. Braxton got me out. Thank the Lord. Thank God for people like Braxton. I might just make my appointment on time. Today is pedicure day. And Linda is doing my pedicure. Hi. Hey, Linda. Linda, I just can't believe all that dead skin came from me. Is that all my dead skin, Linda?
A little bit.
You must have clipped your nails down there where you were working on my toes. Yeah, because that couldn't come off from me. I just finished with my hydrofacial, and I'm really blessed to be able to receive the level of care that I receive, but I really just have to start having a better daily care regimen. I really do, but I'm getting there, taking care of myself. You know, I am the temple of God, and you know what? I just want to bring him glory and honor in everything that pertains to me, you know, my whole life, everything, you know, so I'm just glad that I'm at a place that I can receive this level of care. And I really think she did a great job. I just love Wendy. I'll see her again in 4 weeks. And do you know I've been coming here for 2 years now, getting service? Yeah, I don't just get facials here, but I get a few other services. But yeah, 2 years. It's been 2 years. It's been great. I'm on my way to class. It's like 7:55. I have an 8 o'clock presentation. I asked the professor if I can go first. Never, ever have I ever asked a professor if I can go first. But you know what? I'm confident and I'm ready to get this over with. And I'm trying to ban 8 o'clock classes. I mean, who has class at 8 o'clock in the morning? Got my talking points. In Romans 1:21,
It says, "For although they knew God, they neither glorified him as God, nor gave thanks to God, but their thinking became futile in their foolish hearts." Because a lot of people in society today just want to be happy. And they can call themselves Christians, but it takes a lot to walk the walk. So the mere fact that the case study says seemingly followed Jesus, that says a lot. So we have to be really careful on how we approach her, because Paul also said, if I was talking to the people of the world, I would have to go out of the world. And so he goes, I'm talking to the people in the church. So we actually need to establish where Jill is first. John 3:3 says, "You must be born again, and the believer must be baptized and discipled." If Jill is not being trained in the word by her parents, because apparently her father is okay with it, if she professes Jesus Christ as her Lord and Savior, she's responsible for growing in her faith.
It is December 31st at 11:40 p.m. and I am at the IHOP 2017 conference. I work here as crowd control. I've been doing it for the past 3 years. After work, I go into the conference and I worship. Coming to these conferences have had a very huge impact on my spiritual journey. And to think I turned down my first invitation to IHOP because I thought I was being invited to pancakes. I attended my first conference in 14, and I worked here 15, 16, and 17. And this has been the best year by far. Let's go in there and see what it's all about. This is Liberty North High School, and the meeting with the young ladies went so well. This is the treat I wanted to show them. 3 young ladies came, and Jordan and Rhonda were there, the lady and gentleman who invited me to come share my military background. And they're going to be doing stories or having an interview or writing about somebody in the military who was African American and who made contributions to the service. And so I wanted to share with them about the Tuskegee Airmen and how I met them in my Air Force career. So here's a retired Lieutenant Colonel. His name is Harry Stewart. I met him in 2001 in Al Jaber, Kuwait. We're in 2018, so that's 17 years. It just goes to show you. So this is a picture when they were younger, right here. And he signed it for me. They signed my sweater, and they signed the poster, and this is our Tuskegee Airmen right here in this book. So to meet people that made history in the military back when it was very hard for African Americans to serve, to have such a legacy, I wanted to share that with them to encourage them on their report. And they have an assignment, and they're going to participate in Diversity Week coming up November 8th. And I am just so happy that I was able to share a little bit about my military background here, things I learned, things that helped build my character, and things that I experienced, benefits and everything. And so to just be able to share with this group, I feel so honored that little old me was able to share my story. So I'm so happy, and I'm so looking forward to what they do with this assignment. I know it's going to be great.